In a bustling corner of the city, there lived a momos seller named Ramlal. His stall was famous, not just for the momos, but for Ramlal's reputation. He was known to be incredibly greedy. His momos were delicious, a perfect blend of spices and the tender filling, but his prices were high, and his portions were small. He'd count every coin with a glint in his eye, and he never gave anyone an extra momo, not even by mistake. One chilly evening, a young boy named Kiran, dressed in ragged clothes, stood near Ramlal's stall. The fragrant steam from the steamer wafted towards him, making his empty stomach ache with hunger. He hadn't eaten a proper meal in 2 days. He watched as people came and went, happily munching on the hot dumplings. Kiran caught a few crumpled coins in his hand, his entire day as earnings from collecting and selling scraps. He knew it wasn't enough for a full plate, but the hunger was too strong to ignore. He shyly approached the stall. "Sir," he sighed in a small voice. "How much for these two momos?" Ramlal looked down at the boy, his eyes narrowing at his worn-out clothes. He scoffed. "Two momos. Isaw by the plate. 10 momos for 50 rupees. Take it or leave it." He turned away, busy attending to a wealthier customer. Kiran's heart sank. He only had 10 rupees. Dejected, he sat on a nearby curb, the aroma of the momos torturing him. He watched Ramlal serve plate after plate, his cash box filling up quickly. Ramlal never smiled. His only joy seemed to be the clinking of coins. As the night grew deeper, the crowd thinned. Ramlal started packing up. He had a few leftover momos, perhaps a plate's worth. Kiran watched, a sliver of hope in his heart. Maybe, just maybe, he would give the leftovers to him. Kiran gathered his courage and he walked up to Ramlal again. "Sir, you are packing up. Could you please have the leftover momos? I am very hungry." Ramlal glared at the boy. "Leftovers? Nothing is a leftover until it's sold. These are for tomorrow. Now go away. Don't loiter around my stall." He shook Kiran away like a stray dog. Without another thought, Ramlal packed the remaining momos and he headed home, his cash box heavy. Kiran's eyes filled with tears, not just from hunger, but from the cold-heartedness of the man. He curled up on the cold pavement, trying to slip away the gnawing pain in his stomach. The next day, Ramlal arrived to set up his stall as usual. He was in a particularly foul mood. Overnight, the price of flour and the vegetables had suddenly increased. "Everything is getting so expensive," he grumbled to himself. "I'll have to raise my prices again. Or maybe, I'll just make the momos a little smaller. No more one will notice." He was so consumed with thoughts of profit and the loss that he didn't pay attention to his surroundings. As he was lighting his stove, his sleeve accidentally caught fire. In a panic, he stumbled backward, knocking over his entire cart. Hot water, vegetables, and the uncooked momos spilled all over the street. The fire quickly spread to the car's wooden frame. "Fire! Fire! Help!" Ramlal screamed, watching his livelihood go up in flames. People gathered around but no one knew what to do. The fire was growing fast. Just then, Kiran, who was searching for scraps nearby, saw the commotion. He saw Ramlal in distress, his face pallid with fear. Without a second thought, Kiran ran to a public water tap nearby, filled his small bucket, and he rushed back. It was a small bucket, and Kiran was a small boy, but he ran by and forth, again and again, dousing the flames with all his might. Other people saw the boy's bravery and joined in. Soon, a line was formed, and the buckets of water were passed along, finally extinguishing the fire. The cart was a blackened, soggy mess. Ramlal sank to the ground, his face in his hands. Everything was ruined. His day's earnings were gone, his store was destroyed, and he had lost all his supplies. He had lost everything. He looked up and saw Kiran standing there, panting, his clothes soaked and covered in soot. The baby he had shot away just last night had been the first one to help him, the one who had saved what little was left of his stall. A wave of shame washed over Ramlal. He had been so focused on money that he had forgotten how to be human. He had treated this boy with such cruelty, yet the boy had shown him nothing but kindness and courage. Slowly, Ramlal got up and walked over to Kiran. Tears streamed down his face, washing away some of the soot. I am so sorry," he choked out. "It was horrible to you. You were hungry and he turned you away. Yet, you helped me, you saved me." Kiran just looked at him, his large, innocent eyes holding no more malice. He simply nodded. Ramlal's heart, which had been as hard as a stone, finally cracked. "I have been a fool," he sighed, his voice trembling. "I was greedy. I only cared about money. But you have taught me a lesson you will never forget. You have shown me what truly matters." From that day on, Ramlal was a changed man. With some help from other vendors, he slowly rebuilt his stall. But this time, things were different. He lowered his prices. His portions became generous, and he always had a warm smile for everyone. He made a new rule for his stall. Every night, he would keep a portion of his earnings aside, and before packing up, he would use the money to cook fresh momos for the hungry and the homeless people in the area. His first and the most special guest every night was Kiran. Ramlal would personally serve him a hot, steaming plate of momos, not as a charity, but as a friend. He would sit with the boy, talk to him, and listen to his stories. He even started helping Kiran go to a local evening school. Ramlal's business didn't suffer as he had feared. In fact, it thrived. People were drawn not just by his delicious momos, but by his newfound kindness and generosity. His stall became a place of warmth and community. He learned that the greatest wealth isn't the money in your cash box, but the love and respect you earn from others. And as for Kiran, he never had to go to bed hungry again. He found not just food at Ramlal's stall, but also a friend and a mentor. The greedy Momo seller had learned a powerful lesson from a poor, hungry boy, that a little bit of kindness is worth more than all the money in the world. It can fill an empty stomach and, more importantly, it can fill an empty heart. Thanks for watching our story. We hope you enjoyed it and learned something new today. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more English stories. See you next time.